What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the show. All right, guys, so today we got a biggie. We got a BIGPOPPA. Darkseid. Darkseid looking man. He looks magnificent. There was no question in doubt. I was going to pick this guy up. Here's what he looks like right here. There are so many different incarnations of Darkseid, but this is DC Classic. This is classic Darkseid, so it's only right that I pick up this Darkseid. And man, he looks really clean. He looks like he's crossed over to the light side. Let's go ahead and unbox him. I'm not going to waste any of your time. I'm not going to waste any of my time, because time is very valuable. Or unless you believe that time is an illusion, then, well, I don't know what to tell you. All right, let's take him out. There is Darkseid. Here is the card. We'll take a look at the card. We'll do a little read up for those who are not familiar. And I have to say, the box is actually pretty light, I would have to say, man, compared to how big he is. Of course, we'll do some comparisons, like I said. And then here's the Darkseid card. Really cool. There's a little read up if you're not interested, or if you're curious, should I say, to read about Darkseid. Pause it and read it right there. If you don't know who Darkseid is, then you're living on the dark side of the moon. Let's go ahead and clip him out. How come I never have any freaking clippers when I need them? Right here. Okay. So clip that out. He comes with the interchangeable head, as you guys can see, interchangeable hands. And those are looks like the only accessories that he has, which kind of sucks. And if you guys are wondering where I got this from, don't ask me in the freaking comments. When I say it in my video, watch the damn video. I got this guy at GameStop, because obviously he was sold out at Mcfarlane Toys. So I got him at GameStop, and already his fucking arm has fallen off. It's one of these. Yeah, and he is pretty light. He's pretty hollow. He was sitting in the sun, so obviously he probably melted. But here is Darkseid. Let's take a closer look. And he is a big guy. He is pretty big. That's what she said. Yeah, and he is light. He is very, very light. He's hollow in the middle right here. And we'll do some size comparisons of, oh man, his arms pop off very easily. Maybe because he was sitting in the sun, but yeah, his arms pop off really easily. And then there's, look at that, man, they just pop the hell off, don't they? Very nice. I was trying to do articulation, but his arms kept popping off, but there's the articulation of his arms. Right there. No 90-degree bend, because it's kind of hindered by his glove. The belt looks clean. Let me do a close-up for you guys. So there is his head. He's got a horrible eye infection. The body looks good. It looks very clean. Once again, lack of paint apps. I mean, there is a little bit of a wash on there, but I'm sure a lot of you guys will be giving him a better wash. A bigger wash, a better wash, a bigger wash. His bend right there at the knee. And yeah, he's really, really hollow. This is silver right here. At least he painted this silver. He's got a cloth cape, as you guys can see right there. A really nice cloth cape. Nice and shiny. Nice and shiny. That's really nice. Kind of rinky dinkish, if there is such a word. Yeah, I mean, he is big, but he's not big. You know what I mean? Let me switch out the head. I'm sure you guys want to see the interchangeable head, how that's switched out. And then, like I said, we'll do some comparisons. So here's his head. This is very toyish, man. Very toyish by Mcfarlane Toys. Obviously, because it's a toy. But you know what I mean? Some figures are collectibles, and then there's some that are... I gotta be careful how I do this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that off camera. But what I was saying is, there are some toys that are just toyish, and there are some toys that are collectibles. This seems very, very toyish. Very toyish, but looks good nonetheless. Let's switch out the heads, and then I'll break out some figures to do some comparisons. Okay, here's Darkseid with his interchangeable head on, and yeah, it looks really good, man. Really good. He has this weird, I don't know how to explain it. It's very toyish, but it works. It kind of acts like a double peg, but not really, because his head can only go up and down, and it's somewhat hindered by the cape and the design of how the head sits and moves. Really nice, man. Really, really, really nice figure. The cape is a little weird, a little wonky, but I do like it. It's a little shiny, but man, there's something about it I just really like. I like his face overall look. The detail on his face is done really nice. Let's do some comparisons. So I'm sure you guys want to see him with the movie version. So here he is with the movie version. Obviously, he is much bigger. So if you guys have this one, then you know how big he is. We'll do some measurements in a moment. Here he is with Mongo. Mongo is a big guy. Mongo actually stands taller than Darkseid. I feel like Darkseid should be bigger. How does he measure up with Superman? This is how he looks with Superman. So yeah, it's a nice size comparison with Superman. Not too shabby. And then one of the last figs that I reviewed of Shazam, I gave him a little bit of a wash of Vampire Shazam right there. So let's do a quick measurements. I'm sure you guys are curious about how big he is. So standing all the way up to the top of his head, he's just a little over 9 inches tall. He's at 9 1/8 tall. Okay, guys, man, let me finish breaking down the articulation. So nothing really in the waist because it's kind of hindered by his white belt right there. No really bend at the torso. So he's very limited in range. He does have the ankles right here too that are pivoted, articulated, and then he has toe articulation. So I don't know. It depends on how much articulation you guys want. I don't know, man. So, I mean, yeah, he's kind of hollow, kind of like Mongo. I don't know if they use the same body or not. No, this one is a little bit more slender. But yeah, I mean, Mongo was pretty hollow too. You think he'd be pretty heavy, but no. Actually, this Darkseid right here is way heavier than this guy right here. So yeah, expect this guy to be really light. I don't know if you guys like that, if it's a good thing or it's a bad thing. I don't know. I mean, certainly McFarlane's saving a lot of money on plastic by making these figures hollow. But does that take away, does that factor in the cheap factor? You know what I mean? Does that make the figure cheap? I don't know, man. It really depends on you. I mean, if it looks good, then it looks good. Like I said, it does look kind of toyish, but at the same time, it looks good. I mean, how else are you going to make this Darkseid figure, without him looking toyish? So there's that. Okay, so let me give you my rating. I really like this guy. Let's see how well he stands on my turntable right here, if he doesn't tip over. So overall, yeah, I knew he was going to tip over. Gonna have to use a stand. So overall, I do like how this guy looks. Listen, I could say this guy could use a wash, but if you give him a wash, you take away all this cleanness that he has. He does have something going on here. I have no idea if you guys can see. Kind of like, I don't know what they tried to do there, but it kind of has like a purple, like paint dry wash over his abdomen. I have no idea what's going on there. It's in little parts of his body here at the top of his chest right there, but nowhere else on his body does he have that wash. It's just they threw a little bit of, it looks like purple dry wash on his abdomen and his upper chest area, and that was it. So, but it's a clean figure overall, so it depends on how you guys like your figures. If you like them, with more detail, or you just like them comic accurate, plain and simple, then it's okay. I mean, they did a pretty good job at making it comic accurate, very clean. That's why they didn't give him much of a wash. Same thing with his face. His face probably has the most detail, from everywhere else. The silver, emblem looks good. Everything about him looks good. So for for that alone, I'll give him like a, you know what, I'm going to give him a solid 9 out of 10. I can't really think of anything wrong with him, anything that's wrong with him. He does come with interchangeable hands, like I said, another fist and another open hand. No accessories really other than the stand and the card, and then the interchangeable head. So yeah, I guess that's more than enough. I don't know what I'm going to do with this head. It just looks kind of, I have no idea, man. I probably can use them as a custom, but then again, how this head is specifically made for this body, so I don't know. All right, guys, there was my little review on Darkseid, classic DC Darkseid DC Multiverse. I just want to thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Is this a pickup or is this a pass? Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll catch you in the next review. Peace out.